Slacklining is a sport where you take a flat piece of rope like this, it's called webbing, and you tie it between, say, two anchors, let's say a tree, and you try to walk from one end to the other. So that's the basic idea of slacklining. Hi, my name's Naveen. I'm a photographer, product designer, and the founder of Slackmitra, which is a community-based brand focused on spreading the sport of slacklining across India. I participated in a workshop in my college campus in Pune in 2015, and ever since then I've been pretty much hooked onto slacklining. It started out with just trying to walk from point A to point B, but it's become about so much more, which is why I think it's more than a sport, it's actually a lifestyle, at least for me. It's definitely more wholesome, it's definitely more of a mental aspect as well as a physical aspect. It's a balance of the two which makes it quite amazing. It's almost like an induced meditation. I guarantee you, after a couple of sessions on a slackline, you will feel like you are in the zone and you will feel like you are meditating unintentionally. You can't help it. In 2016, I had a chance to join a couple of friends that I was learning slacklining from in Cubbon Park in Bangalore. I joined them to a trip to Badami, which is an overnight bus journey from Bangalore and also an international climbing hub. And we had rigged a line which is, I'm guessing, 20 meters long. Going on that line for the first time is the least afraid and most confident I have ever been on a slackline. Because sessioning in the park gives you a confidence and you sort of start feeling comfortable with the line and your abilities. I was sure that I would be able to perform really well because I had practiced a lot. But after that session, I kind of realized that highlining and slacklining, although they are physically the same thing, but it's a completely different mental game. Maybe I think I was able to stand a couple of times, maybe take one step, and I just fell immediately after onto my safety leash and harness. It was a very overwhelming experience. Highlining is an extremely safe sport if it is done with the right gear, the right equipment, and using the right techniques and the correct safety practices. In terms of natural elements, very high winds and lightning can be potentially fatal for a high line. So you're not supposed to get on a high line with super high winds where the line is quickly oscillating. In terms of accidents, yes, in the past 30 years there have been some serious accidents in highlining across the world, but they can all be traced back to either wrong or improper gear or damaged gear being used, or the correct safety practices not being followed. And in the long term, I do think things will get even more safer, although I would say the fatality rates are extremely low compared to any other sport like base jumping, skydiving, downhill mountain biking, downhill longboarding, rock climbing. So it's pretty safe. 2020 has definitely been the beginning of a new era for highlining in India. Once it becomes normal for us to travel again, every weekend there's going to be a bunch of highlines all over India and no one is going to be able to stop us.